And we're back for another episode. In this episode, we're going to be doing the second part of Alexander, called Cuff of the Father. So let's see what this is about, and let's see what it's like to go further into this dungeon. Wow, someone left already. How lame is that? Who left? One of the tanks left. How great. Let's hope we get another tank soon. Yep, it's just one of the prices of using the duty finders. Things like that can happen. Anyway, so can we proceed with one tank, at least till the boss itself? There we go. There's another tank. But we can wait for the other tank. No problem. We have shield off up? Yes, we do. Okay. So, like I was saying before in the previous episode, I'm using the various guides which have been released, especially by the wonderful MTQ Capture / Magitek. I've decided to use her guides for this dungeon. Just for the sake of it. Last time I used Xenosys, the time before that I used Mr. Happy's, now I'm using Magitek. You know, there is a variety in the community, so good job to all of the YouTubers and live streamers in the 14 community for giving us so many different opinions about how to do content. Oh yeah, and as well today I think they were doing a 14-hour live stream to celebrate 2 years of 14. So can you believe it's been 2 years already? As in 2 years of A Realm Reborn content, not just... I mean, obviously 14's been out way longer. But, yeah. Okay, so this second dungeon does seem to be like just endless ads type of dungeon. Let me use some cooldowns actually. I'm taking way too much damage. Yeah, so spamming flash. Just... The reason I'm spamming flash is not to steal the threat from the other tank, is to make sure that with all the flares going on, given we have 2 black mages, that it doesn't go onto the tanks. And let me sort my party list to make sure the tank's at the top. In case you didn't know that button was there, press O on your keyboard to bring up your party list, click sort party list, and it organizes it by... I mean, your name will always be first on the list, then the tanks, the healers, and then the DPS. It just makes things a bit easier having the tanks at the top. Nice. Okay. It looks like the other tank knows what he's doing, so... Whee! Splat. Thankfully no fall damage. Obviously we will face the mobs away from the raid, just so that they don't get cleaved or whatever. Righty-ho. So, of course, I am very late to the party when it comes to Alexander, but it's because I didn't want to run out of content, because given that I don't know if they've actually announced the patch 3.1 date, I am a little bit like... I'm just taking my time, because I don't want to quit 14, you know, I don't want to take a break from 14 nothing. So I'm taking my sweet time to make sure that I don't run out of content. That's a big thing for me. Okay, so this seems to be it. This is a battle arena for the second fight. So, Mithrie, will you be doing Savage? No, I won't. Thank you, viewer, for asking. Will I do PvP? Yeah, maybe. Maybe, viewer, maybe I will. Let me break that third wall, as they say. I always thought the music in this dungeon is so odd. There we go. Alexander 2. Oh, how many achievement points have I got now? Yeah, 5,800. Go me. Oh, good job, Ryan. Okay. So through the magic of editing, yeah, this is the first attempt ever. I am totally sincere. I didn't cut out the white. Nope, not me. Mithrie wouldn't do that. I am pro. Double flash. So this fight does involve just doing endless waves of mobs until you win. With slightly increasing difficulty, not excessively, just slightly. And you have these Gobwalkers, which players can control to move away bombs from the group, which we'll see soon. Okay, here we go. Double flash for the win. A flash is more effective in Heaven's War compared to the Realm Reborn, but I just double flash anyway. Make sure that both tanks are always the top two in front, so that it doesn't switch target onto black mages or healers. They're likely to be the ones causing the most threat otherwise. I'm just curious what the next 24-man dungeon's going to be in the expansion, the next part of Crystal Tower. Okay, so we know what to prioritize now. How there you? And yes, guys, sorry, I am a clicker. It's just what I am. Deal with it. I do click abilities. I'm very sorry. I know there's some keyboard purists out there who lived in an age when mice didn't exist, but I am really not that. I like having the option to use a mouse. Okay. For this guy. Probably do them side by side just so that they can do some cleave damage on both, especially if they do like flares and stuff. Oops. Did I literally push him off the edge of the map? Lol. That wasn't my intention. I didn't know that could happen. Silly me. Almost dead. And this is the reason I've laid out my UI this way, so you can see I can keep my eyes all in the same place. You know, I can see the enemy health bar here, keep an eye on my own health bars down here as well. And also as well, if I forgot or I need to look at my cooldowns or my health bars or anything like that, it's all within the same region. I'm always able to look mostly at the same place. And if I need to look elsewhere. I've got the rest of the screen to do it. And the less priority stuff, especially as a tank, is dotted everywhere else. Yeah. Use some cooldowns. So just lay out the UI the way that's best for you. This is what's worked best for me the last 2 years. I haven't really needed to change the last 2 years. Like, one of the only things I've changed recently was putting this list here, because I feel that this space is wasted anyway, so I might as well go there. And what's really clever about this list now, which wasn't there before, is that if you mark someone, so for example, I'm going to mark now this one with a 1, it does actually appear here, the fact it's been marked with a 1. So, and now it's gone. So you can actually, someone who, you know, has a hard time clicking or targeting or whatever, they can look at this list. If it has that symbol next to it, they know that it's a priority. It's nice that they finally added that in. I'm very happy about that. But that's something I wish they added in back when I was originally doing Casper Meridian, like at the start of A Realm Reborn. Okay, so I don't know how many waves there are in this dungeon, but eventually it will just say duty complete, and we'll celebrate and try and win some loot. Okay. See. So you see he's pulling the bombs away from us so that it doesn't do any damage. Yep. So they seem to have put collisions on the mobs. So not on us. We can still run through the mobs, but they can't run through each other. That's what I've noticed. I wonder why he moved this away. Wait, cooldowns. Yeah, so you see what I mean by the collision detection? That mob moved this one. That's what collision detection is. And it's something that did actually used to exist in Final Fantasy 1.0, Final Fantasy 14 1.0, where like you would actually bump into mobs before you could run through them. And it was okay in an old version of the game, but in this version, especially in like something like PvP for example, it would just be impossible to deal with. Okay, so that one's there. We're just trying to make sure, guys, that it doesn't kill the healers or whatever. So that's why we keep flashing everything before they target the healers. Because if the healers die, then we all die. I'm guessing these Jagd dolls are a problem, that's why they're trying to kill them so quick. Oh. Let's try and protect this guy. Have to do triple flash, I will. Let's do some major cooldowns now. Good, those are dead. Righty. feel with the sort of music that they add into this game with the rock and now the techno, like, eventually the bosses will just stand there and dance. They won't actually attack. Did we win? Did we win? Oh yeah. World first. Nice, nice, nice. So loot. We want the pedal if we can. Oh, 7. Yeah, that's the best roll ever. So we'll try and win the pedal. If we don't get it, because a second pedal will allow me to get the boost. So otherwise, the bolts will give us accessories. The lens, I don't even know. I can't even remember. But I won 1 pedal in the first turn, so... Yep, Brem says, I am mother effing famous, YouTube houses. Yep, yep. So the lens is for the head. That makes sense, makes sense. So let's, Come on, roll. I guess this is part of the G4. Whatever, I'm gonna just roll on everything, who cares? So need. If I win 1, then I won't be able to win anything else. Let's hope I win the lens. Roll. Come on, get over with, roll. Okay, I won a bolt. I wasn't likely to have won the rest because I rolled a 7 on it, the one I needed. So let's get out of here. Well, I see how I got no commendations. Pfft. So Uplander is amazing. Uplander is strong than 10 gobbies. So, there you are, old friend. I was beginning to wonder if I'd ever find you. Big's account left something to be desired, so I thought it best to see the interior with my own eyes. So, a treasure hunter through and through. Tell me, what exactly do you hope to find here? Ever heard of the Enigma Codex? It's a book of ideas written some 100 years past. The life work of one of the greatest technologists ever to draw breath. Within its pages are found myriad wonders, from designs for machina that could operate ceaselessly for centuries to novel ways of altering cheese. Even a fragment of the book could bring a king's ransom. Or upgrade our gear to 10 levels higher. So, but most remarkable of all are the plans of a walking citadel. It was to be a beacon of logic and reason for all the world. But a walking citadel? 7 hells. We're standing in it, aren't we? The Illuminati's primal took its form from that idea. But I sense that none of this is news to you. You've read it then, this Enigma Codex. The design catered for every needful thing, from warm beds to crops of grain. Its occupants would never have to leave, and all in a fortress on feet, impenetrable and ready to move at a moment's notice. The citadel was meant to bear the most brilliant scholars and artificers of the age of all four corners of the world, that they might set about unraveling the mysteries of creation. And this utopia, this shining seat of erudition, was to be called Alexander. So, if Round Rocks lived in Walking Castle, Round Rocks could collect treasure from everywhere. Indeed you could, little one, and anything you found, be it junk, forgotten teachings or lost secrets, would be yours for the taking. And what exactly would the Illuminati do with all of this knowledge? They would use it to take control, most likely, create a world ruled by a few chosen scholars. Unless I'm mistaken, that's why the Illuminati exist. Bloody fanatics, take a perfectly good idea and make it into an object of faith. What could possibly go wrong? Well, I can imagine how a people who have spent decades carrying their homes on their backs might crave a home that could carry them. How such a place could seem like a utopia. But we're not talking about a machine here, we're talking about a primal. And primals will be the death to us all. And I trust you'll be ready when things come to a head, Mithrie. Maybe, I mean, to Alexander, we must be so, like, severe indigestion or something. So, Utopia is happy place. Where there is junk aplenty, Round Rocks is happy. Where is very happy place of mid. Wherever he is. Oh. Is she in love? Okay, so let's talk to Biggs and let's finish the Cuff of the Father. So the Enigma Codex sounds amazing. A walking citadel's one thing, but a self-sustaining walking citadel? Genius. It's just a pity the Illuminati had to go and make a bleeding primal out of it. From what I understood, this Alexander was active for no more than a few seconds. That's seconds. And it nigh drained the hinterlands of Aether. Imagine what it would do if it wandered the whole bleeding world. I don't think Round Rocks realizes how much danger we're in here. Too busy hunting for new treasures. Probably for the best, though, eh? Okay, let's complete. So that's the second part of Alexander done. Third part on the way. So I will try and clear this probably today, to be honest. Just get Alexander Normal cleared. So As well, guys, remember, if you get bolts, if you get pedals, whatever, check what you can buy from Idleshire and see if you can upgrade your gear as well. So anyway, guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me and goodbye from Mithrie.